Hi, my name is David O'Neill and I'd like to welcome you to Anxiety Free WA. Bit of background about myself. I've been a counsellor since 1984, mostly in the areas of drug and alcohol counselling and in general in the areas of addictions. About 11 years ago I retrained in a modality known as EFT, which is Emotional Freedom Techniques, which I'll refer to from here on as EFT. I've actually achieved astounding results. It's been a real privilege of me to actually see my clients often just bound up with anxiety, with past issues going on, present issues, fears, phobias, whatever. When they actually are skilled up in the areas of EFT, it's a great joy for me to actually see the freedom that they actually can achieve in some really basic techniques. So how I operate is twofold. One is I actually deal with the issue that the person will present to me. There could be issues in the past around neglect, emotional abuse, trauma, fears, phobias, a whole range of stuff. The sort of general anxiety disorder, GAD. It's something that's rising up all the time in society as we increase a huge amount of pressure that we face every day. So that's a general profile of actually who I deal with. What the joy for me is twofold. One is we deal with those issues, usually from the word go. In the first session we actually get in, start working on that straight away. The second thing that I'm actually doing is actually training people into techniques that I'm very familiar with myself. I operate out of probably between 9 to 11 different techniques. However, most of my clients will be fairly proficient after 3, 4, 5 sessions in 2 to 3 predominant effective techniques that they use on a very, very regular basis. I personally use EFT in the whole areas of performance coaching myself. I actually use it around stress, family. It's something I practice what I preach. I actually enjoy the technique. I find it really simple and powerful. And it's my privilege to actually to be in the position to actually to train people in this as well. So probably what you're saying is, what is this about? I'd like to show you something that's very similar to EFT. It's the most simple of all the techniques. It's called Simple Energy Techniques. Surprisingly, it's got a name like that. I'd like to lay claim to it, but it's not. It's actually the brainchild of David Lake in Sydney and Steve Wells here in Perth. They've actually pioneered this. They've taken a EFT and actually modified it to themselves. So what it is what I'd like you to do is, say for example, I assume that you're actually visiting the website because you're experiencing some level of anxiety. So say the issue that we're going to deal with is anxiety. This could also be predominant around the area of pain, worry, fear, whatever it is, you replace it. I'm going to use the word anxiety. This is really simple. It's simple energy techniques, and you'll see that the technique is simple. First thing to do is actually take what's called a SUDS rating, subjective unit of distress. If you're finding that this is totally debilitating, you may score yourself 8, 9 out of 10. Some people come to me and they would report they're a 12 out of 10, believe it or not. Okay? If it's a moderate experience, it'll probably be around the areas of a 1 or a 2. Okay? So just don't make it mean anything, just take it, okay, I'm a 4, 5, 6, whatever it is, okay? Take a big deep breath through your nose, hold it, take it all the way down, and release it. And again, and again. And here's the technique, really simple. Starting on the outside, so I'm right-handed, so I tap on my left hand with these 2 fingers. It's the top of the index on the thumb here. Then going to the index finger, so it's the top digit on the outside of your hand, okay? Just repeating this anxiety, this anxiety, this anxiety. What's beautiful about this is I'm part of a group 5 days a week. There's probably 30 to 40 people in that group. Nobody has ever seen me use this technique while I'm actually in the middle of the group. It's very, very discreet. You can use it on the bus, you can read it as you're watching the TV. The main thing I stress with people is just use the technique, okay? And just repeating as you tap each time, this anxiety, okay? When you've done it 3 times, take a deep breath. And now review what that reading that you gave yourself. And for some people it may actually increase, for other people it usually starts to go down. And you just actually keep that going all the time, okay? What you do is actually get yourself to a level that's manageable. For most people that's a 1 or a 2. And then you may have a business meeting to attend. You may have somebody coming to visit you. It's important with this stuff is, I keep on saying to my clients is, just do it. Simple. This is the basic of all the techniques. There's a couple of other ones that are also very, very effective as well. So just keep on tapping as you go. Do while you're sitting on the bus. Do while you're actually watching TV. You can do it in business meetings underneath the table if you need to. The idea is to get very, very present to what you're experiencing and use the technique. Okay? Where I come in, this is my role, is I have a deep belief that people have the ability to solve their own issues. Firmly believe that. I've operating as a counsellor now for over 20 years. I've always seen that people have that ability to do it. Where I come in, where my job is to assist people to find those solutions. I operate as using straight counselling skills. A lot of my work these days is around the areas of emotional freedom technique, EFT, SET, and also just of actually being present, mindfulness, meditation. Sometimes people have a bit of an aversion to meditation. Very, very simple techniques on top of giving people an opportunity to express what's really going on for themselves. So I'll probably give you a snapshot of who I am. Probably the easiest thing you do is, I actually have a belief is that people have a right to live a life free of anxiety and stress and to manage that. I also believe that when you're actually suffering from anxiety, rather than running away from it, it's an opportunity. It's like your body, or it's like nature saying to you is, hey, there's something wrong here. I need to actually take a look at this. So where I come in is actually uncovering, or helping you uncover those issues that are actually binding you up at the moment. Easiest thing for me to do, easiest thing for you to do at the moment is, if you'd like to know more about this, give me a ring. Most times I'll get back to you between 1 and 2 days. My number is 0413 743 426. That's 0413 743 426. It is my mobile. You're welcome to text me or email me as well. So if you go onto my website, Anxiety Free WA or EFTWA, you'll see that there's an opportunity there to email me. As I said, I'll do my best to get back to you between 1 and 2 days. Often I actually can be quite busy as well, but that's my commitment to you as well. It's an obligation-free phone call. By all means, give me a ring. I do have an office number as well, but the chances are it's more expedient to give me a ring on my mobile. So by all means, I wish you the very best. Thanks for taking the time to visit it. Have a look at the website and also have a look at EFTWA, which is also my other website dedicated only to EFT and all the other links that I have on that. So your options are there. Give me a ring. Go and check out all resources. There's no commitment at any stage till we actually meet face to face. So I hope this is the start of something new. Thanks for taking the time, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.